Welcome to Channel Name, where we dive into the world's most chilling, shocking, and mysterious crimes. If you're intrigued by tales of intrigue and suspense, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Tonight, we're going back to August 1963, to one of the most daring and legendary heists in British history. This was no ordinary robbery. This was a meticulously planned, calculated, and quite frankly, chilling act of organized crime. This is the story of the Great Train Robbery. On August 8, 1963, in the quiet English countryside, the Glasgow to London Royal Mail train was cutting through the night, carrying more than just parcels and letters. Unbeknownst to most, it was hauling a small fortune, over £2.6 million in cash, roughly worth £55 million today. For anyone daring enough, this train was a jackpot on wheels. Enter Bruce Reynolds, a man with big dreams of riches and an uncanny knack for planning high-stakes robberies. Reynolds wasn't alone. He recruited a hand-picked team, 15 skilled, ruthless men, each with a role, each with a reason to keep quiet. And they were all about to become infamous. For months, Reynolds and his gang meticulously planned every detail, every contingency. They studied the train's route, timing, and security protocols. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. This was a master plan, designed to play out with military precision. The gang chose a secluded spot in the countryside of Buckinghamshire, just a little past the train station at Leighton Buzzard. As the train barreled down the track, they were ready, lying in wait. But first, they needed to stop the train without raising suspicion. And that's when they did something straight out of a thriller. They cut the lines to the signals along the track, changing the green lights to red. As the train approached, it screeched to a halt in the eerie darkness. There was nothing unusual about a signal malfunction. It was just an inconvenience, right? Or so the driver thought. Jack Mills, the train driver, climbed down from his cabin, hoping to find an explanation for the delay. But the moment he stepped out, he was ambushed. A shadowy figure struck him over the head, leaving him dazed and bloodied. Mills wouldn't know it then, but he'd just fallen victim to one of the boldest heists Britain would ever see. The gang worked quickly, silently, and with alarming precision. They stormed the train, overpowering any resistance with ease. Within minutes, they had detached the money-filled carriages and were loading bags upon bags of cash into their getaway vehicles. Every second mattered. They'd calculated it all, how long it would take to move the cash, when the authorities might notice, and how far they could go before anyone realized what had happened. And with the darkness on their side, they made their escape into the night, leaving little evidence and even fewer witnesses. The gang regrouped at Leatherslade Farm, a remote hideout where they spent days celebrating and divvying up the cash. But they couldn't stay there forever. News of the heist was spreading like wildfire, and law enforcement was mobilizing. The police soon found themselves in one of the most intense investigations in British history. It was as if the gang had vanished into thin air. No clear leads, no immediate clues. The eerie silence following the heist haunted both the public and authorities alike. But, as the days passed, small mistakes began to unravel their plans. Fingerprints left on a Monopoly board at the hideout, a neighbor who remembered seeing suspicious activity, and eventually the law caught up with many of the gang members, though several eluded capture for years. While most of the gang members were eventually caught and served time, the legend of the Great Train Robbery lives on. The gang's precise planning, the daring nature of the crime, and the haunting image of the halted train in the night have made this heist one of the most infamous robberies in history. If you enjoyed this episode of Chilling Crime Tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Let us know in the comments, what would you do if you stumbled upon £2.6 million? And as always, stay tuned for more tales from the dark side of human history. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.